and welcome to Stay on News. As history repeated itself in Burkina Faso, take a look at these pictures. Are there any resemblance? This was the Burkinabe military president who ruled from 1983 to 1987, while this man is the world's youngest leader and the current president of Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso has a long history of military coups, but there is something particular about the coup of 4th of August 1983, which brought Thomas Sankara into power. And this morning is all about the man Sankara. Thomas Isidore Noel Sankara was born on the 21st of December 1949, that is, during the Cold War era, 4 years after World War II. Thomas Sankara was a Pan-Africanist who is remembered for his revolutionary socio-economic and political vision, specifically the rejection of the Western economic and political so-called support for his West African nation. At the age of 20, Sankara was sent for officer training in Madagascar, where he witnessed a popular uprising of students that toppled Madagascar's government. He became very popular for his heroic performance in the border war with Mali. By the early 1980s, Burkina Faso was being rocked by a series of military coups. Sankara's military achievement and charismatic leadership made him a choice for political appointment, but his involvement with the successful military government put him at odds, leading to his arrest. In 1983, Sankara was selected as the Prime Minister of the newly formed Council of Salvation People. This made way for Sankara to enter into international politics. He was soon removed and arrested, but his close friend and fellow army colleague Blaise Compaoré led a group that freed him, overthrew the Ouédraogo regime, and formed the National Council of the Revolution with Sankara as its president. Sankara successfully implemented programs that vastly reduced infant mortality, increased literacy rate and school attendance, and boosted the number of women holding governmental posts. On the environmental front, in the first year of the presidency alone, 10 million trees were planted to combat desertification. His government spawned foreign aid and tried to stamp out the influence of the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank in the country by adopting debt reduction policies and nationalizing all land and mineral wealth. It changed the country's name from Republic of Upper Volta to Burkina Faso, meaning upright people, to mark his first anniversary as president. He was often referred to as Africa's Che Guevara because he regularly quoted and said he drew inspiration from the world-famous revolutionary leader. Despite the great stride, Sankara was gunned down during a violent coup in 1987, led by his former ally turned foe, Mr. Blaise Compaoré. Sankara was just 37 at the time, still strong, and was just beginning his life. But Compaoré was anxious to have a taste of the presidency, even if it meant taking the life of the one he fought to bring out from prison. Another way to say this is, Compaoré brought Thomas Sankara out of prison to send him to his early grave. Until that night, the two had been referred to as best of friends. Of course, he did, and later ruled Burkina Faso for nearly 3 decades. He was ousted in 2014. Fast forward to 2022. Captain Ibrahim Traoré toppled Lieutenant Colonel Paul-Henri Sandaogo Damiba, who himself had earlier seized power through a coup d'etat. Traoré defended the coup because the authorities were failing to do enough against the jihadists who swept in from Mali in 2015. It is reported thousands have been killed and nearly 2 million have been displaced, and more than a third of the country lies outside government control. Traoré has vowed to fight imperialism, invoking his country's past revolutionary leader, Thomas Sankara, and quoting Che Guevara. It seems Thomas Sankara's ghost haunts Burkina Faso. Stay on news.